When one thinks about minimalism, the first thing that comes to mind may be the lack of possessions. Although I'm a minimalist, I do like to own some things. Just the right things. Or the essentials. I have a few things that I do or own that I consider essential or must-haves. Contrary to popular belief, I do like to purchase new things and bring new things into my life if they check off a few of the following boxes. Helping me make or save money, save me time, drive a passion or hobby, it's good for my physical or mental health, or it just gets used frequently. I've made a list of my own personal essentials and I wanted to share them today in a video. These are my must-haves as a minimalist. But first, if you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Here we talk about minimalism, frugal living, tech, and things of that nature. So if that sounds good to you, and you end up liking the video, be sure to like and go into the subscribe button's kitchen and replace all the sugar with salt. Let's get started. And my first must-have is Zen Time. I'm aware that by kicking off this list with something that isn't practical or physical item might come off a little pretentious, but let me explain. If you've been watching my videos for some time now, you're probably very aware of how much I believe in spending time outside. Mostly because it's a way for me to clear my head of any stress if I'm feeling overwhelmed with anything going on in my life. I like to call this my Zen Time. I've noticed, especially recently, that I have a very, very difficult time just slowing down and sitting still. And once I realized this is when I knew I wanted to practice some type of informal meditation or Zen time. I became a minimalist for multiple reasons, and one of those reasons was to reduce stress. Committing some time to just relax and sit still has done exactly that, reduce stress. My next must-have is a good backpack. I'm going to try and make this list a healthy balance of physical and non-physical things, so here's the first physical thing. I think a good high-quality bag or backpack has a place in most people's lives, and mine is no different. I do currently have a sling bag and a backpack. Both of them get used for different occasions, but nonetheless, they do both get used, and get used a lot. My backpack is the North Face Vault, and it's fairly affordable. At least for the North Face. It's minimal and fairly high quality. It's been thrown around in sand and rained on, and it's holding up quite well, considering I've had it for about a year and a half or so. My sling bag I actually went over in my most previous video, so I won't talk too much about that. If you're interested, I'll leave a card up in the corner. A good backpack is essential for me because with everything I bring into my life, it comes in with the intention of being there for a long time, especially when it's something that holds my valuables and comes with me outside of the house. My library card. Now, I'd definitely be lying if I said I'm reading as much as I'd like to, but I have made the first step towards that, and that was getting a library card. And frankly, I feel like libraries are just massively underutilized. It's free, and it keeps me from bringing single-use items into my possessions. I personally have never read the same book more than once, so for me, books are single-use items. But this library card offers me more than just free books. It creates a sense of urgency to finish reading, and speaking from my own experience at my local library, I can also get free movies, and even if I just wanted a change of scenery, it's a quiet place with free Wi-Fi to get some work done. I highly recommend it. A good external hard drive. And this is something I just recommend everybody has. An external hard drive is my personal way of keeping all my information backed up somewhere, without having to keep any of that information on my devices taking up space. And when I say good external hard drive, I mean a few things. One that has enough storage space to keep my pictures and videos just from over time, digital copies of any documents, and backups of my YouTube videos. I have this 1TB SanDisk SSD that I use to back up any photos from my phone that I care to keep, as well as backing things up like important bank information or anything like that. And speaking for my particular hard drive, I just love this thing. It's really, really small, about the size of a credit card, drop, and water resistant, for the most part at least. Pretty much any electronic information that I don't want to keep on my phone or my computer will just be kept safe on this hard drive. One reason I went with an SSD over a traditional hard drive is its long lifespan. Now, one can argue that if I ever lost or damaged this hard drive, all of my backed up information would be gone forever. And to that I say yes. Well, at least I have less to declutter. Next are my clippers. And this is definitely the most sleeper item on this list. Before I invested in these, I was making bi-weekly trips to get a haircut. It was time consuming and really, really expensive. A while ago, I decided to buy my own clippers and learn how to cut my own hair. And ever since then, I haven't been back to a barbershop. So if you're ever watching one of my videos and realize that my hair looks impressively messed up, it's because I haven't quite mastered this craft yet. The cost of buying these clippers once was the same cost I was paying to have my hair cut every 2 weeks indefinitely. And let's not forget, I grow hair in my face as well. Thankfully, I don't have a profession that requires me to be clean shaven. So all I do is change the guard of my clippers and give myself a trim. And just like that, I haven't had to buy razor cartridges since. I would definitely argue that this purchase has probably saved me the most time and money. The high quality version. Now the last thing on this list of must-haves kind of covers everything. It covers all items that I bring into my life and anything that I decide to do or try. And it's just to go with the higher quality version of whatever that is. Less but better has always been my favorite motto about minimalism. Going with the higher quality choice when deciding between multiple items has almost always paid off for me, even if that means spending a little bit more upfront. Because while I might be spending a little bit more money up front, it typically saves me money or time down the road. This Hydro Flask is about to be 6 years old. It starts first grade next month. This cat is 15 years old. She's retired. As a minimalist, I want to own and buy less. But when I do buy, I future-proof myself and make sure it's something that's going to last me years to come. Anyways, that was just a short list of my must-haves. I hope you got some value or at least entertainment out of these and maybe some inspiration of some things you'd like to bring to your life. As always, I appreciate the time you spent here watching. If you did like this video and you do like this type of content, be sure to like and consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you next time.